How's it going, everyone? Today is December 11th, 2019, and this is Thriving Bulls Trade of the Day. Hello, good morning or afternoon, wherever you guys are coming from. This is Thriving Bulls Trade of the Day. We took a trade here on the AUD USD on a sell for the positive 1.5 deviation play. We're coming into this Keltner channel here, so we're actually going to look to see what type of price we're looking at. Looking at a really nice price. We got it at 56.5, and we're now down to 22.50. So we might actually go ahead and close this trade out. We're going to go ahead and watch the chart as it kind of goes in tick by tick here. But let's go ahead and put in a Keltner. If they have it on here, they do. So we're going to go ahead and put a Keltner on there. We're going to go ahead and put this on the 15-minute chart so we can kind of watch that. We are looking at this candle actually really coming down nicely onto the Keltner on our charts for from Thinkorswim. So we should probably see, we'll probably see a pullback on this particular chart. Let's go ahead and see what's happening here. It looks like price is closed just right there on that Keltner, as you can see there. So let's go ahead and kind of zoom in there so you can kind of see it. So we're basically gap filling. So let's go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and close this trade out for the profit we have. So 20 bucks. Got out at 20. We were in at 50, 56. So 56 minus 20 is 36. So, and then minus our fees, which is $6 worth of fees on both sides. So we got 24 per contract, so about $144 on this particular trade here. So let's go ahead and run through the trade so you guys can see exactly why we took it. So this is on the 15-minute chart here. I'm going to go ahead and delete this Fibonacci tool. But as you can see, excuse me, the price came all the way up into this positive 1.5 deviation is right there. But you don't ever want to just kind of go off the deviation. You want to kind of look to the left and see what else is happening here, to see what type of price action has happened off of that price before. And we have a lot here, as you can see right here. Last Wednesday we had a touch and failure, lots of touch and failures off this area, touch and failure off this area. So it's only reasonable to believe that if price comes around this area again, it's going to touch and fail. So we're kind of in what's considered a zone. So we're just kind of doing that, and so we'll probably work our way back down to this positive 1, and then maybe work our way up and maybe surpass that 1.5 finally, because we have a lot of major momentum all the way down from that bottom portion here from set. It busted right through the 0.5, busted right through the 1.0. So it's probably a matter of time till price, hovers around this area and then probably busts through there, or comes back down into that 0.5 and then busts through it that way. So it's showing a lot of buyers momentum there. So that's probably a good thing to be able to see for the buyer. So if we look into why we wanted to sell when we did, we typically sell off of a few different things. So if we go ahead and put in a Fibonacci tool from the swing low here to the swing high here, typically what we would want to do is try to look for the 23.6, because you can see it's really close to that 1.0 positive 1.0, which is now 1.5 stagnant 1.5, because this is what now is 2.0 as well, because it's basically gone through these deviations. So we would look for that. As you can see as well, we have a lot of overbought positions here off of our Fisher transformer. That's really showing us that we're going to be seeing a nice sell-off, as well as some nice divergence here. We can see that this is working its way down as this is working its way up. But what we can see off of this candle is typically what you'll notice off of big candles like this, big reversal candles like this, is, let me see if Thinkorswim will work with me here. Let's do that. So what you can typically see off of this is that if you have a huge candle that kind of covers what we consider an engulfing candle, what a lot of people will do is they'll say, oh, it's engulfing, I'm going to go ahead and place my sell. Well, what ends up kind of happening off of this is that the next candle most of the time will just do a little gap fill off of this wick, depending on how big the wick is, and then it will reverse, which is exactly what it's done. So you kind of have to watch it. You typically want to watch for kind of confirmation, not just because, oh, one signal gave me a trade, now I'm going to just place it. So what I like to do is put a Fibonacci from that point to that point, and then kind of look to see, we know that the market is wanting to move down, but how much is it going to retrace back up to continue its downward momentum? So typically what we always say is that 50 point, which is right there. So if price goes into that 50 zone, which is this line here, and shows any sort of weakness. Now, if it just busts through it, that's not weakness. So if it just busts through, then we're looking for the 78.6, and then if it busts through that, then we're just going to hold off on the trade. But if price comes all the way back up into this 50, kind of shows some weakness, then we're going to place a sell there as well for probably around the same price, if not maybe a little bit a couple pips in from contract for an out of the money, which is what we did today, was an out of the money. So we actually got in, instead of a 50-50 trade, we got a 56, which was our full potential profit off of a 43 or 44 rather trade there. So we hope that you guys enjoyed this trade. I'm going to go ahead and actually pull up our website as well. One second. All right, so here is our here's our website. Here we are logged in, so we can see that we are still doing our cyber sale. Our cyber sale includes the full access pass for $150 a month, and that is it. That's a lifetime pass. So if you get in today and prices were to change tomorrow, you stay at that $150 per month, and the $150 includes the Thriving Signals, which is the manual signals that are sent by SMS. We're actually working on WhatsApp right now, so they'll be actually changed over to WhatsApp. Then we have our deviations, which is what we usually show you on these videos. This is only at $90 a month. It's the cheapest online that we can personally find. And then you have the full access pass, which includes the signals, which is here, the deviations, which is here, as well as the auto trader system, basically giving you that for free, because as of right now, these two here is a $190 value, and we're only selling the full access pass for $150. So you basically get $40 off plus this full auto trader system for free. So that's something to consider. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to comment in the comment section down below, or email us at our website at www.thrivingbull.com.